This eBay feature will help protect your money and your feedback. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about two different topics today. We're going to first look at seller protections for everybody out there. This is something that you need to look at to make sure. eBay has updated it very recently and put other terms in there that can save you a world of issues later on if you know this part. We are also going to look at eBay's new international shipping option and how it saves you money for sure and will help your feedback. Both of those are key factors you want to do. You want to save and make more money, and you want your feedback to be good. So let's hop over right now and show you what you need to know if you're going to do this. So here we are on seller protections. This is the main page for seller protections on eBay. Now we're going to go to protections for all sellers. Very important. Every seller should be aware of this page when you're calling eBay over certain issues. Most of us who have called eBay for lengths of time over years know that many times you can talk to somebody on the phone who works for eBay who doesn't even know what's on some of these pages and doesn't know certain policies even exist in some cases. I've run into this on several occasions. If you call eBay a couple of times on the very same issue, you will get different responses on each one of those calls. I have had several of us call about the same issue. We all got different answers, so I know it happens. There's no way it isn't happening. I've seen it personally myself. Now, aside from that, there's always issues with that when you have hundreds of employees in one department. Some may know more about the rules than others. So you knowing where certain things are or knowing what it states on a page will save you a lot of time and grief. You can point the eBay employee to this exact page under these conditions here. Now, this is talking about general-wise, what eBay is going to do to help you. Obviously, if somebody can be proven to be abusing the system, eBay takes action for those. Now, here's the one you need to be aware of. I get people all the time telling me that they're getting feedback for delays in how long it takes packages to arrive. Well, that's not what eBay's own site says will happen. Now, events outside of your control. That's my control, your control. Once you hand over a package to the post office, it is out of your control by eBay's own standards. Again, this is a posted thing that they have to follow. An item arriving late, but tracking shows that you shipped on time, we automatically adjust your late shipment rate and remove feedback when the carrier scan shows you shipped within your handling time, even if it arrives late. So you shipped it, it's scanned within your time frame, you got it out within 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever the case may be, and the post office scans it. Again, I have a sheet, they scan everything, it's immediately accepted. Otherwise, I hand them and have them scan each one if that's what it takes. I do it within my time frame. The person gets mad, it doesn't show up, they leave you a negative feedback, it shows up afterwards, or it shows up and they still give you feedback that says, hey, it was late, I would never order from this person again. eBay is supposed to take it off. They have stated openly on this page that they will remove it if you've met your obligations. So if you do have this issue and you can show without a doubt that it was shipped within your stated time frame and the post office picked it up, even if it arrives late, they are supposed to remove that feedback. No matter what, if it's related to at all the length of time it took to get to this person, your buyer. eBay has put it out here in words, in writing, that that's what they are going to do. It's under the protections for all sellers. So this isn't some special feature by anything I see here. You can see where I got to it. You see it stated on this page. I don't blame, though, eBay when I call and talk to different people. Who knows how long that person's worked there? It's obviously there's hundreds of pages of information that they would have to know every little aspect of this. One thing I can say is, though, don't be rude, don't be angry, don't yell at the person on the phone. They are not the person who caused any of this. They're trying to do their best. They obviously want to get paid. They don't want to lose their job. They want to be helpful to you. That is their job. But they don't always know the answers. Being able to point them them to the page that states literally what you're trying to get accomplished through your call to eBay. Or if you don't have phone service like we do, we have Anchor support. I can call them anytime. All you got to do is go to Facebook and type in eBay for Business, click on that page, and you are able to send them a message. Send it through there, and they always respond within 24 hours. They have fixed every one of my issues I have ever sent them that followed the rules. So I'm fine with the service through there as well. Now, one more thing that's going to save you some feedback and some money on some things is the eBay International Standard Delivery. Now, this is pretty much the same thing as eBay's global shipping program, but it's much cheaper. It's just like First Class International from the way it breaks down on my end. So it's a good feature because it saves the buyer money when they buy it, so they don't have to use global shipping. So if you don't want to ship to certain countries straight out, this is another option because you send it to them in Kentucky. You send it to eBay just like you do the global shipping program. It's the same basic principle. It does basically the same things as well. Now, why would you want to use this over First Class International? With First Class International, anytime during that delivery option, if something happens, it could be your expense. You would lose your money if, say, it's damaged in delivery or something, if you don't have insurance or anything like that. It's your problem. If the tracking doesn't continue and it never shows it was delivered, it could have still been delivered. The other country it goes to may just not have scanned it. But if eBay takes over it through the international option here, the minute it gets to eBay in Kentucky, you're covered from any issues with the delivery from that point on, or delays in delivery or anything along that line. You're not protected, obviously, if it wasn't as described. So no matter what you're doing, that's always going to be an option on there. One thing it does offer is seller protections as well. Now, these are specific seller protections. Unlike the other ones, these are just for people using this international standard delivery option up there that we just looked at. We will protect you by removing negative and neutral feedback and defects when things happen that are outside your control. This could include weather or carrier delays, or when the item arrives late, but tracking shows you shipped on time. So this is the same basic principle as overall seller protections. I'm great with anything that offers me the most amount of protections. It's another reason why I do 30-day free returns, because if the person opens up a return, my feedback is saved immediately. They can't do anything. Even if that return doesn't go through and they cancel it or they never send it back, they can't do a thing once they open up that case. I don't mind taking anything back, so I'm not worried either way. They send it back, I give them all of their money. The only other exemption to that is if they're sending it back because they just didn't like it or something on their end. If that is the case, you're fully fine, able to not give them the original shipping back. So I only lose the initial shipping cost, the one-time shipping cost, if I do free returns. And again, they can't leave feedback related to that item as negative because they're not out anything. They got all their money back. So there's many options, many reasons you use certain features. My feedback is very important to me. It means a lot. My reputation, how a buyer sees me. When they see a higher feedback rating, they tend to buy more from you. They tend to trust more, especially if you ship impeccably every step of the way. You seal it in plastic, every single item out. You properly label it. You properly ship it. I like clean cardboard for many items, so I use new items. Again, I ship a ton of items. I have to have a ton of the same cardboard. No disrespect to anybody who, dumpster dives for it. I've done my share of dumpster diving, but it's just not practical or possible for me to get enough identical sized boxes to ship the way I do. So anyway, these options are going to save you. Why would I want to ship First Class International through the post office when I can send it to eBay cheaper and I'm covered from some of those issues? I don't care if eBay wants to take control of shipping, as long as I'm covered the minute they accept it. So that's the issue. Just like having a business owner's policy, a BOP. Everything is about saving your business from loss, saving your business from, reputation issues as well. So everything you can do to cover yourself is what you need to do to run a fair and safe business. You don't want to get shut down. You don't want to lose money on a package. Again, if I didn't insure a First Class International package across the seas and something happens, I'm SOL. If eBay takes responsibility for delivery and something happens to that package, eBay covers me for those losses. It's a no-brainer. Why am I going to want to use it? As well, with this option here, if you didn't ship to other countries before because of safety issues, loss of scans, or anything like that, this is going to save you. We ourselves are opening up to every country that eBay allows this option to be used on, direct shipment through this option here. It's going to open us up for many more sales. For those who don't do international shipping, my sales increased 10 or 15% the first month way back when, years ago, when we first started international shipping. We sell so much overseas that we're able to hit the top-rated plus seller status across the entire globe because we hit every mark that they have. And it's thousands you have to sell in each one of these to attain that status. It saves you money. So there's many different reasons to protect every aspect of your business. Don't be foolish. Use the services that offer you the protection across the board. This one's a no-brainer, and it opens you up to be able to make a ton more money. So me opening up direct ship through this option here is going to open up another 30, 40, 50 more countries that I will ship to directly at a cheaper cost to the buyer, and I'll be able to sell more items. And they're covered. They're covered by eBay on top of it. Your reputation is covered. Your money is covered. So these are things everybody needs to know. You need to know all of these aspects so you know what the rules actually state. So when you're in conversation with eBay trying to get something removed, you know why it should be removed, and you know it says that in here. So they should be following what these pages say. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gives you some ideas, some thoughts on this. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Barbie's Magic Voyageur. Magic? Sure, just what? Oh! Sunny places, smiling faces. Barbie's Magic Voyageur. We like magic. Oh, fantastic. Barbie and her fun car with the Magic Voyageur. We're into Barbie! Barbie's new Magic Voyageur with detachable fun car. Assembly required, dolls sold separately. New from Mattel.